All right, good evening and welcome to the Town of Douglas Planning Board meeting of Wednesday, August 26, 2026. This meeting is being recorded and broadcasted by local access programming with remote participation available as provided on our agenda. I hereby call the meeting to order at 6 p.m. Members in attendance are Jacob Schultzberg,
Meg Schlesman,
Mike DeRose,
Rich Preston,
Mike Greco,
Mike Zucker,
Aaron Sokrat.
Okay, and Mr. Gennady did reach out to me that he was not going to be here tonight, and Mr. Charbonneau is absent on a well-deserved vacation. Moving right along, number 2, just want to have a quick moment of silence in honor of Mr. Ernest Marks, who was on the planning board for seemed like approximately 30 years, and many years on the fire department and the DPW. I got a lot of memories seeing him around town, and so do a lot of people. He was that Douglas guy that everyone knew and adored, and he was very well respected. So have a quick moment of silence for Ernie. Thank you. Okay, we have one A&R for White Court, lots 6 and 7, Anthony D'Arienzo, existing grade engineer, and possible votes. Come on up to the table, just give us a quick rundown of what's going on.
Perfect. All right, so for the record, my name is Zach Less from Existing Grade, the surveyor for the site, representing the applicant, Anthony D'Arienzo, who is with us this evening. The intent of the Form A&R is to take 2 existing lots at the end of White Court. They're going to be lots 6 and 7 on the originally approved subdivision plan, and both of those were purchased under the same owner, and the intent is just to remove that interior lot line. By doing such, we're more or less doubling the required land area, and we're going to have over 400 feet of frontage with the 2 of these. So there's really no zoning issues with doing this. It's just removing an interior lot line of 2 existing lots.
Okay. Wow. All right, Mr. Charbonneau did review this. His comments for this, the A&R proposes to combine lots 6 and 7, which were previously created by an A&R, approved by the planning board on January 15, 2025. The proposal will dissolve the lot line between 6 and 7 and create 1 lot. The proposed lots meet the minimum dimensional regulations for a lot in rural agricultural zoning. So, pretty cut and dry.
It's about the easiest one you might get.
Yeah. And you're not creating another lot, which is great.
That's right.
2 and 1.
Any questions from anyone on the board? All right.
So be it.
Need a motion to endorse?
Second.
Okay, motion to endorse the A&R for...
Lot 6 and 7 on White Court?
Okay, made by Mr. Zwicker. Seconded by Mr. Sokrat. Any further discussion? Seeing as none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstained? All right, that's all set. We're going to have a quick meeting, so we're just going to stamp these at the end.
Okay.
You can hang out and take them with you, or you can
I
just
just
grab...
back in the morning, I think, that John said on the phone.
Yeah, that works just as well, too.
I'm going to go up to Worcester first thing in the morning and get that done.
Awesome, yeah, we'll have them ready for you in the morning for you.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Thank you
very much. Have a good evening.
Have a great night.
How often does that happen?
All right. No public hearings, and right to Mr. Preston for the Master Plan Committee update.
Great, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Let's see here. The committee met last Wednesday, August 19th. Having previously completed the content of the 7 chapters, the committee focused on non-chapter elements, including the introduction, etc. We also reviewed the graphic design, addressing format and layout, including images, etc., just the details of the final publication. CMRPC will be sending the completed draft to the committee prior to our next meeting on September 16th, at which time we will review and vote on the document. That's the Master Plan Committee. So we'll be done with that. The Master Plan will then be sent as an email attachment to the planning board members right after the 16th for review prior to our September 23rd meeting. So we may want to have an agenda item for that so we could spend some time, but you'll have a week or so to review it for those who need to review it. In addition, the committee has composed a letter from both the committee and the planning board, if you will, to the residents of Douglas for your review and signature, and that's something we'd like to do tonight if you approve it.
Okay.
So I have copies of those for you.
So not in the packet, you got them.
I'll give them to everybody. I know you guys have seen these. If you'll excuse the expression ad nauseum, but for reference. So the idea of this was that there's going to be a broader, more detailed introduction in the master plan itself to explain what it does and how it was done. But this was simple, a letter from us to the residents. It's something we did the last master plan. I think it was, oh, I'm sorry, Michael. Personal. So much, if you take a look, tell us what you think.
Is this going to be a mailer, or is this just going to be in the,
It's going to be at the very beginning of the
Okay.
master plan. It's sort of an introduction, which is saying, this is what we've done, and this is for you, and this is why we did it. In addition, we did mention that the planning board will discuss and hopefully create a master plan implementation committee once the master plan committee is dissolved.
Are we taking one copy and all of us sign it? What do you want to do with this? You want our signatures?
Yes, that's part B here. What I'd like to do is I've already started collecting signatures.
Okay.
I have the master of that.
Okay.
So I'd like to go around, and that's going to be there too. We thought that would be a nice touch also, that all the members of both boards would, committees.
One page here,
Sign it.
very thick.
One page.
It's very thick.
Okay.
How soon do you need that, Rich?
I was hoping to do that tonight.
Let's do it.
Because Jake's not here.
Right, so whatever ones I'm missing, I've got a couple missing.
Chase it
Margaret Bacon, I have to
Okay.
get still.
All right, yeah.
So you have one started already.
I do.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
If
the only thought, Rich, I just see it in here, did you guys do more than one survey? Or, I just see, you had open house, community survey. I know you did the community survey, but I also think you did went to like the schools, and I don't know if there was more than one survey with it.
That's a good question. Meg, or?
'Cause I know you went to the
Michael?
schools and then, the open houses. I don't know if there was
Oh,
other
we
surveys.
did survey the students at the school. I don't know if it's appropriate to modify this to say surveys or plural.
It's kind of all-encompassing, though, a community survey.
Yeah, I mean, I think
The survey-
technically, yeah, that,
Not just the community, it says community.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's okay.
Could encompass both the school survey and the high school student survey. And I
Any
think they
survey.
did part of the middle school also, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, we were trying to reach out to the schools. Unfortunately, that was the one entity that was missing on the master plan. We didn't have anybody representing the schools, and they make up so much of the town, 60% of the budget, and what
Yes.
have you. So we tried to collect as much data as we could. We even went up to the schools and talked to the heads of all the departments, the principals, and what have you. So you're right, Jake, is that we did solicit their input.
Okay.
But,
I would suggest that this is all-encompassing in terms of community.
I
Because
agree.
in the master plan itself, it delineates who was canvassed as part of the
Okay.
surveys, so it does talk about the different.
Yeah, and this is just a catch-all anyway.
Keep it simple.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
Any other thoughts, comments, commentary on the letter?
Looks fine.
Great.
If you want to give it to me, Rich, I can put it in this booklet as we go around and sign, so everybody can sign it. if
Oh, sure.
That's how you want to do it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just with that, we'll say that it's part of the, I don't think we need to vote on that. It's just kind of, we're all supporting it, so. All right, perfect.
Thank you. Sorry, that's all I had. And hopefully, not hopefully, we will have that for you before the next meeting, hopefully a week prior, and I'm looking forward to the discussion. That we can put this project to bed, if you will.
Yeah, a lot of time and effort's gone into it, so.
Gone by pretty fast, though.
Approaching the conclusion.
Yeah.
Yes. So, if you would, I'm pretty particular about this. This is the master, and I don't want to smudge it. I'm going to put a piece of paper with it. You'll have to excuse me. Please cover it
Yeah.
while you sign. We want to keep your signatures fresh, if you
You
will.
want to stay with the blue pen?
Yeah.
So find one. check it,
Hand
make
up,
sure,
hand around the pen you want.
And then
And then we'll
the
put
pen
some,
with it.
what do they put, salt on it?
Not this.
Well, I'll put a drop of blood.
We need one of those blotters.
We'll take
It's
the rubber stamp,
pumice.
right?
Is that what they use?
Pens. Oh, Mike has a blue pen.
We'll get that at the
Yeah.
end of the meeting?
Yeah. We'll add it to the to be signed.
Thank you, sir.
Perfect.
All right, thank you, Rich. All right, ongoing development, Blue Wave Solar at Oak Street. Mr. Charbonneau has a quick update on that.
I'll recuse myself.
All right.
If you are, is he here?
No. So there was a fire that occurred at the site recently, and Blue Wave is working with the building department and fire department to do what is necessary to become operational again. A site visit was held on August 19 by Blue Wave representatives and town staff. And from what I understand, it was one of the batteries, and it was contained to the one pack, so it didn't expand or anything like that. So,
That took it down, the whole thing?
I'm sure they have to,
Is it protocol?
make sure everything's tied in right, and, yeah, I don't know. Seems like it's down.
That must be a bummer to them.
So we'll look forward to that update. Get almost like a action post-incident debrief or something about what happened, and make sure the site, everything went well and was designed to, be contained, and that there was no further issues, so. All right, we'll get more updates as that progresses.
That's important for us because the next one we get, we need to make sure that we plan for it or
Yeah.
account for it, whatever it is.
All right, Mike, come on back.
I'm back.
Whiting Reservoir Estates, the Highway Department has been completing outstanding items that can be completed by the town, such as mowing around the detention basin, painting a crosswalk, and raising the height of the street sign to the correct height in order to reduce the number of outstanding items prior to the bond taking. We are also in the process of obtaining a price estimate of remaining items beyond the ones being completed by the Highway Department. Town Council approved the format and content of the taken letter to the owner, and I will present it to the board on September 9th for approval and chair's signature. So that's moving along. Unfortunately, the town's doing it, but there's money to cover it. Evergreen Estates, there has been activity recently with test pits being dug on several lots, and that's the long, quiet subdivision off of South Street, down by Jefferson. William Estates, I have been in communication with the owner regarding upcoming work to move towards completion of outstanding items. They may be completed by mid-September, so they're going to be probably looking for town acceptance at the spring town meeting. Hopefully we can get that done for them. ASD Wallum Solar LLC, the building department has closed the building permit for this project. We will continue to discuss a policy for emergency access at the September 9th meeting. That was from our discussion about snow and ice, what they want to do. Is there anything else in his memo? None. So, that's the town planner report. Through his memo, there's vouchers in the signature folder and the master plan paperwork. Any open session topics not reasonably anticipated 48 hours in advance of the meeting? Seeing as none. Meeting minutes. We have two in our packet for June 24th and July 22nd. Meg, I see you did a
I had one on July 22nd under number 6. Just a simple, it says in the second sentence, "they board review." It should just be "the."
Okay.
Other than that, I didn't have any other updates.
No, the 24th looked good.
Okay.
So, I just have a question. It says Mark Greco, unexcused, excused, is that, how did that go down?
On which one?
He was absent.
24th, absent.
We didn't hear from him, but I think that's going to be an excused.
Yeah, so that's why I just thought it was kind of like, you know, you're in school, you don't show up, they send out the truant officer. You know,
Do they?
they used to.
That's the whole thing with, under the board handbook of, you know, you have so many unexcused in a row or whatever, you're basically considered resigned.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So,
is that how we do it?
yes.
And for going forward, if we can, on the heading where all the names are, for Mr. Charbonneau, on one of them, he's being called the Community Development Director, on the other one, he's being called
Town
Town
Planner.
Planner. Try to
Yeah.
keep some
Should be
consistency
standardized.
of
Yeah.
one and or the other.
Let's see, community. he's
Good
community
catch.
Okay. Maybe on the July 22nd, we change town planner to community development director, because that is his title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah. Good catch.
All right, so I have those highlighted
development. Yep.
for Jen.
Otherwise, good.
Yes, so,
I'll make a motion to accept the meeting minutes for June 24, 2026, and July 22, 2026, as amended.
Second.
made by Mr. Zwicker, seconded by Ms. Schlussman. Any further discussion? Seeing as none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstained? Okay, motion carries. Those are accepted. I'll leave those for Jen. And upcoming meetings are September 9th and September 23rd, 6 PM. So anyone care to make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Motion to adjourn by Mr. Zwicker, seconded by Mr. DeRose. Any further discussion? Seeing as none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained?